Hi, good morning again. It's Tanya Carvalho from Ball FloraPlant, Selecta 1 North America, and I'm here at the Toronto Botanical Gardens. And this morning we wanted to walk you through our foliage Coleus area because we really feel this area has huge impact when you come around the corner and you see it. It's about the wow factor. So let's take a look at what we've done here in this Coleus area. You'll see on the ground, I call them cauldrons. They're metal rings and they came in 3 varying sizes. So what we decided to do is match the size of the ring with the vigor of the Coleus. So the larger the ring, the bigger and more robust the plant is going to be. And as you get into the smallest size ring, those are our more compact, smaller versions of Coleus. You can see I'm standing here in an area that gets both sun and shade all day. So these Coleus thrive in both those conditions, which kind of gets rid of that old thought process that Coleus were only made for the shade. Our Coleus at Ball FloraPlant are bred for sun and shade. So I'm going to start off with Inferno. This is a medium-sized ring. You can see this plant is very much about the texture. You've got oranges, rich burgundies, almost into a red. Beautiful, picks up the color when the sun hits it. Absolutely stunning, and that's Coleus Inferno. Next we have is a new introduction for 2021. This is called Dragonheart Coleus. It won multiple awards here in Canada, including an award at the Montreal Botanical Gardens last year as an introduction. Next I have Indian Summer. This one brings out, again, different greens, browns, pinks, and reds. Very much texturized. For me, when it comes to Coleus, I always have to touch it for some reason. Next, over here in this smaller cauldron, I have Special Effects. This is a very pointed serrated edge leaf with vibrant greens and reds and burgundies on it. Next, over here I have Campfire Coleus. Very similar to the Inferno color, but again, a totally different texture and a little bit more orange. You can see here on this plant, we are starting to get some bloom. Now, there is a lot of controversy and difference of opinions on whether people prefer their Coleus to come into bloom or people that don't want it to bloom at all. Well, Coleus is very resilient. So if you're a person that doesn't like a bloom on your Coleus, you can quite frankly just go in and pop off these bloom heads, and you're not damaging the plant, you're actually helping the plant because it'll continue to feed the body of the plant as opposed to trying to feed those blooms. Another thing you can do with Coleus as you're going through the season, if you've planted it and it's becoming too vigorous for the spot you've chosen, you can actually go in at any time and pinch back 4, 6, 3 inches. You give that plant a couple weeks and it's going to go right back to being filled out and look exactly like it did prior. It's very, very resilient. Next in this bed, this larger ring bed, we have Trusty Rusty. So you get these large foliage leaves with a rust color center going out to a chartreuse green with a slightly serrated edge. Beautiful, beautiful impact on those plants. I'm just going to sneak around behind here, Jenny. Over in this back corner, this guy doesn't get nearly the amount of sun that the other Coleus do, so it is a lot more smaller in structure because it's not getting hardly any sun, but this is pink plosion. And typically if it's getting more sun, you're going to see more of this variegation. Vibrant pink with the green edging and the serrated edge. But as this one gets a lot more shade, you can see it's a lot darker in tone. Behind me we have, this is our most vigorous Coleus that we have in the Ball FloraPlant lineup. This is French Quarter. A lot of landscapers love this. You can see how large and mounded this is. It's absolutely gorgeous in large beds. I'm going to sneak around behind you, sorry about that. Over here we have a very small and compact Coleus. You can see it's in the smaller ring. This is Ruby Punch. Ruby Punch is fantastic in a mixed container. You get a lot of vibrant pink in here. I have this mixed at my house actually with a lantana. Very small in frame and stature and very small leaves, but has a lot of impact for its size. Next, we're going to move over into larger beds again. Here I have Electric Lime. We have one shoot that is just starting to come into flower here. And again, I'm just going to pop that guy off. This largest one here in the center, we strategically put this red here because we knew it would just pop in the center. This is called redhead Coleus. It is so vibrant, looks absolutely stunning in the center of this trial garden here. Love this redhead. Over down in front, we have one that was a new introduction last year, or 2 years ago, I apologize. This is Heartbreaker Coleus. This one I love in later containers because it holds its vibrancy. This will take you right into your October where you're gonna have this vibrant pink. You can see here that the Japanese beetles have been feasting. So if I don't want that look up on top, I can just pinch that right off and look at the gorgeous dark blooms coming up behind it. And sorry if I'm walking too fast there. Over here behind me, we have henna. Very much a red rusty tone, serrated edges with a chartreuse green. Here in the what used to be this larger B area, we have wasabi. Wasabi is a very large, vigorous chartreuse green. And tucked in behind here is vino. This is a chocolate brown with a chartreuse green edging. Kind of gets hidden. This wasabi is definitely more vigorous and taking over this bed a little bit. But again, if this was at home, you could pinch this wasabi down so that you could see the vino in the back. I think we had one more over here we didn't get to yet. This one is Collosaurus. So as the name implies, something similar to like a dinosaur skin, what you would imagine. It's very textured, starts out more of a solid, and then you end up getting this fabulous veining in it that pops through. And that's our Coleus trial bed area here at Toronto Botanical Gardens.